All right, and we're back, I guess, with part two. Phone wouldn't let me flip around. It wouldn't give me a pause mode, so I could flip the screen back the other way. So we're gonna do a part two. Anyways, got a couple birds to show you, and a very special build to me. It was a kit that was gifted to me by some family members that went to Hawaii and went to Pearl Harbor, the museum there. And knowing I loved to build, they found me this kit. Everybody's seen it. It's not a special kit, but this one's special to me because it actually came from Hawaii. I hope this comes in clear. I just tried to do a second part video a second ago, and it absolutely would not come in. I've actually taken this out of the case where I started it, but there's my Arizona. It's not completely done. I cut it to waterline. Charlie Mack, this one's for you. He said you wanted to see it, or I should put out a video for it, so I did. So let's kind of go over some of the details. The yard arms are not correct. According to the instructions, the wide yard arm goes to the back and the shallow one goes to the front. That's incorrect, and I knew that when I was putting these together, and I wasn't going to do it, and I did it anyway, and it was just oversight. But I have drilled out all the holes with just a standard pin vise. And yeah, that was a jab at you there, Brian, BAS. But yeah, she's very small, completely incorrect. Those should be kingfishers up there on the launches, but they're the old biplane style. I rigged it, and it's not accurate, and there was no way I was going to get accurate rigging on this, so I just ran my own, just to give it a little bit of detail. The cranes do move. The rear hook moves. All the turrets move, and if you notice, they're done in silver. All the guns are done in silver. Another thing I wanted to do on my own, just to make them stand out. I did drill out the big guns, the barrels, a little bit. You can see them down in there. I actually added my own chain, and I had to search high and low for some pretty decent scale chain. I found that at Joann's of all places. But so I haven't even finished, look, I haven't even put the anchors on it yet. But very special build to me just because it came from Hawaii. I kind of weathered the deck down, did a light Rust-Oleum sand, and then just went back with mid and dark browns just to try to rough it back a little bit. And it's nothing perfect, but at least it gives a little bit of standing quality there. Drilled out the portholes in the captain's boats. And of course, again, this is not correct. The spotlights on the stack, and I think a couple of the other spotlights are supposed to actually be guns. They were upgraded. She had just gotten refitted and finished some touring and came back to Pearl Island there, or Pearl Harbor, and then she was attacked and gave her last home. So this is going to get a diorama for it. That's why I've cut it to waterline. It's going to have a diorama that depicts it still sitting in the harbor. I'll put a plaque with a plate on it that says, USS Arizona, December 6th. And I'll put her with pylons in place, roped off. So kind of a remembrance of her as she was before. And so that was one that was been weighing on me for a while. And then, okay, for another piece, got one of the birds here. Tried to do this one earlier. Let's see if it's going to focus this time. There's my A10. The one my wife decided she wanted worse than me. So I built that and finished it for her. Turned out pretty decent. Two-tone comes from a picture that was given to me by a friend. And the A10 in the picture had the same paint scheme on it, so I went with that. And Jeff, you might want to get a barf bag. I don't know how wibbly wobbly this is going to be to you, so yeah, you might want to get your barf bag ready, man. And anybody else that might need it. And okay, so one more. We got 4 minutes here. And that little burger there, that's P38. That was gifted to me by my neighbor's grandfather. He built models too. And we talked models one day, and he says, "Hey, I got one for you." He started it, had it painted silver. It was not a good silver, so I went back, put Rust-Oleum bumper chrome to it, and gave it a buff out. Worked out really well. I gave it some battle damage up there, but you can't really see because it's hanging up. I've got a stand built for it. I got to get the base where the actual ladder would have gone to step up there in the center of the fuselage. I widened it out a little bit, so I got a stand made for it, and I just got to get the base for it. You can see the wing damage there. It's been shot up. And it got shot up all the way through the tail. And up above on the top side of the coolers there, the radiator coolers, I got some gunshots through there too. So it turned out pretty decent. I think he's going to be happy with it. Building it for him. First Cavalry Korean war veteran. Great guy. Great guy. His name's Rob. Like the big dog. And yeah, so that's pretty much about it. And my Tomcat still, yeah, 4. I did actually, a buddy of mine got me to finish my B-52 up there. Just did something different with it. I don't think they ever gave a snow camo on those, and I did. Let's see if I can get over there a little bit. Yeah, we're 6 minutes into this video. But yeah, a little 144 scale. I kind of did that snow camo. It was unique. Let's see, what else have I got here? Just real quick, okay. For the Ferret Wrangler over there, this was an appreciation build for him. This is going to be a fire truck I was going to do. City of Mookieville, in honor of Mookie, which passed away. But up close there where the La France detail is, you can't see it up on the corner. Right there's supposed to be the La France logo. And everything turned out good until I got to that side. Don't have any idea what happened in the paint right there, but it's only that one corner. So that's going to go in the purple pond and get cleaned up, started again. And let's see. For Edgar over there at Mad Lab Models, this was a barter build I was doing for him. That's the Chip Foose Ford truck. Put fender flares on it and put it on the USA 1 frame. My airbrush completely blew out on me, and so of course that one's back getting sanded down and whatnot. Thankfully that's just airbrush acrylic, so it comes off pretty easy, but that's been a disaster. And then, okay, I'm getting a little jealous of Fred Henry's truck, so I'm kind of doing a cheat kit there. Been looking all over for a 64 Chevy truck. A buddy of mine had one years ago. Well, my buddy's older brother had one, and I loved it. Fell in love with 64. Looked all over for a 64 Chevy truck because Big Charlie was doing a birthday build, you know, do something that was, you know, your birth year, birth date. Looked all over for a 64 Chevy truck, and I finally found one. Look at that. I was amazed. I've looked everywhere, and I finally found one. So, yeah, my cheat kit. So that's going to be my little thing. The chassis and suspension and wheels are all off a die cast, and I just had to cut short the frame to fit this. And so that one's just kind of sitting there. And let's see, what other fiasco have I got? Oh, my Pro Street build. Pull this down. Look at the Camaro. It's a Rust-Oleum anodized orange. And it actually came out really good. Did all the testing with it. Came out fantastic. And as it was curing out, got it, the paint dried weeks and weeks and weeks. Then went back and did a clear coat on it for weeks and weeks and weeks. Hang on, I'm going to flip the hood off there. And got the clear coat on, let it dry and cure. It was just coming out fantastic. We'll see if we can get a sheen in there. Buff down the mirror, something else I'm learning from all you guys. Don Yost especially, I mean, you know, any of you guys that know how to do it, I'm just learning from you guys. And it actually came out really good, and let's see if we can show what happened to this. Somewhere over the winter time, it decided to crack and peel. Come on, show it. Show it. There you go, a little bit on the fender there. It's all through the entire body. Just fine, fine cracks. I'm shaking like a sieve too. I've had too much coffee, not enough food. But anyways, that just absolutely got ruined. I'm not even sure if I'm going to use it or just put it in a pond, but It just, yeah, everywhere, just completely ruined it. Just cracked, like fine stress cracks all through the body, and I don't even know why it's not coming in, but anyway. Oh, there's my neighbor starting his mower. Anyways, that was a project that turned to crap. So, oh wow, 10 minutes over. Okay, if you haven't all fallen asleep, I just want to thank you all, and see how much I appreciate you guys being out there, doing what you're doing. Everybody's just building away, and I love it. And Joe and Mad Genius, don't stop building, brother. I know that the group builds can get tenacious. I've screwed off the last few of mine, but I'm going to get back with it, and I'm going to finish them. I'm going to start with, I believe I need to start with Chris Wheaton's diabetes build. I have a little high boy. I'm not sure if it's the, well, I'm not sure which one it is, but I did a video of it before, and I'm going to start with that one and get back on it. I'm going to do that one, and then I've got the Dauntless from the Coral Seed group build, and yes, I'm still working on those. Planes seem to be the only thing coming out for me, so I will probably have better luck with the Dauntless versus the diabetes build, but we shall return soon, guys. I love you guys, each and every one of you. I appreciate the guys that have just stuck around and have supported me, and I apologize for not being able to support back. But we will be getting back into progress, giving everything goes well with our son. He's been in and out of the hospital, and he's now back out of the hospital. They were able to avoid doing a bone marrow transplant again, and wow, his lighting's just crap. But he's getting better. He's coming home this weekend, so we'll probably do a little something for them, and hopefully things just get better, guys. So I'll holler soon. Much love. Peace.